There has never been a better time in history to try to become a billionaire. These days, you don't even need to come up with a great idea or invest heavily on starting a business to make tons of cash. All you really need is a phone, an internet connection, and a YouTube account. That's right, the site you are currently on right now could be the ticket to $1 billion bank account. Don't believe us? Well, let's break down the economics of YouTube and provide a real-world example of someone who is well on their way to becoming a billionaire just by being a YouTuber. To understand the financial potential that YouTube has to offer, you first have to comprehend two major components of its money-making formula. First, YouTube has emerged as the most used social media platform in the world. It has become the second most visited website across the globe, behind Google, with roughly 75 billion visits per month. Since there are about 8 billion people worldwide, that comes out to an average of 9 visits each month from every single person on Earth. Also, people stay on YouTube just as long as other social media sites like Facebook and TikTok. In fact, the average YouTube user stays on the site for about 30 minutes each day. 30 minutes a day, over 75 billion visits per month, means that the world is on YouTube for 2.2 trillion minutes each month. There is no other site or app on the planet that generates that much usage. The second reason that makes YouTube so enticing is that you can get paid directly from the site. Companies like Instagram and Twitter don't actually pay you anything when you make a post. Meanwhile, Facebook and TikTok do pay their creators, but only from a newly created, subsidized pool of funds that has not proven to be sustainable yet. On the other hand, YouTube's whole business model is the only one that has consistently paid out creators and ensures that everybody wins. YouTube makes money by showing ads on a creator's video and then splits that ad revenue nearly 50-50 with the creator. Since launching in 2005, YouTube has already created a handful of multi-millionaires across the globe. To understand how YouTube could make someone a millionaire, let alone a future billionaire, let's break down all the ways a creator can earn money. The first way is based on ad revenue. Typically, advertisers pay anywhere from 0.2 cents to 1 cent per view. That money is then shared, with 55% of the total going to the creator and 45% back to YouTube. That means a creator usually earns about 0.1 cent to a half a cent every time someone watches their video, regardless if they click on the ad or not. But that is just the beginning of all the possible revenue streams. Once a creator establishes a strong enough presence, they can start to attract brand sponsorships that will pay them a lump sum in exchange for a shout-out or endorsement in a video. Sponsors are willing to pay a large fixed rate, especially knowing that an influencer's targeted audience could make them multiple times more money in return if they buy their products or services. Therefore, a creator who gets 1 million views on a video and has it sponsored can conservatively expect to earn $2,000 from ad revenue and another $10,000 from a sponsorship. But there's still more. Once a creator becomes quite well known, their name effectively transforms into a brand. And what do brands do? They sell things. Thus, a popular influencer can then leverage their name into products, which could be as simple as mugs and shirts. However, sophisticated YouTubers have realized that they can sell or license their name just like a consumer brand or celebrity. This is where the real money can be made. So, popular YouTubers have now launched businesses like their own coffee brand, makeup lines, and apparel collections. The best part about these ventures is that the creator never actually does any work to make the products. They usually outsource development and production to a private label manufacturer that then just sticks their brand on a box. In this instance, the true value that the YouTuber has created is the brand name itself. Let's take an example to see how a YouTuber can become a billionaire through these revenue streams. Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, is an excellent case study as he has grown his brand into a diverse set of businesses that is bound to make him a billionaire in the next 10 years. Let's start with his advertising revenue from videos. His collection of videos average about 1 billion total views per month. If each view is worth a half a cent, then Mr. Beast would earn about $5 million each month, or $60 million each year, just from ads. Next, there is sponsorship money. Since his new videos get about 100 million views each, we expect sponsors to pay him up to $2 million per video. If Mr. Beast publishes just 25 videos a year that are sponsored, that comes out to another $50 million in revenue. Now, let's shift our focus to his primary branding endeavor, which is his fast food chain called Mr. Beast Burger. In 2020, he partnered with a food operating company and licensed his name to create this fast food brand. The food is prepared through virtual kitchens that don't have a storefront and can only be ordered online or through an app. In 2022, Mr. Beast revealed that his burger company generated $100 million in its first year. As for profit, fast food margins usually hover around the 5 to 10% range. Let's say Mr. Beast earns just 5%, since he probably has to share some of the profits with his partnering company as well. Still, 5% of $100 million is $5 million in annual profit. If we add everything up, that comes out to $115 million of gross profit per year for Mr. Beast. But let's imagine a future where he receives some venture capital funding to grow his burger business. We think Mr. Beast Burger could rapidly expand, especially since they operate through a virtual model. Therefore, we believe that it could become roughly 10% of McDonald's size. In 2022, McDonald's made $23 billion in revenue, so 10% would be $2.3 billion of annual turnover. If we keep all of our margin assumptions from before, that means, in the future, Mr. Beast could be earning $60 million from ads, $50 million from sponsorships, and $115 million from burgers. That's a total of $225 million each year. After paying for his staff, the cost to produce his videos, and taxes, that comes out to $136 million of net income every year. So, how does Mr. Beast get to $1 billion then? If we are generous and allow him to spend $10 million a year, that leaves him with $126 million to invest at a modest growth rate of 5%. If he keeps up these revenue streams and is supported by the magic of compound interest, then he would become a billionaire in just 7 years. But there is an even faster way that it could all happen. You don't make a lot of money quickly by selling products through a brand. You make a lot of money quickly by developing a brand and then selling the whole business. At the end of 2022, Mr. Beast started a campaign to raise $150 million for a 10% stake in his business, which would imply a valuation of $1.5 billion. If he can secure this startup investment money, then he would own 90% of a company worth $1.5 billion. If he then turned around and sold the business, then Mr. Beast would become a billionaire overnight. We think that it is unbelievable that a platform that is less than 20 years old has the power to create billionaires. And now that you know how lucrative YouTube can be for creators, you could be next. The only thing you need to do is start. You don't need to already be wealthy or have special equipment to get going. In fact, many famous YouTubers have come from a humble background and just decided to start when they were young. Now, we're not saying that everyone who starts a YouTube channel will become a billionaire. There is a lot of luck involved, but you have to make your own luck by trying. Aim for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll still land among the stars. Those stars can easily be worth several $1,000s per month and can lead you to your next opportunity. If you enjoyed this type of analysis, then please like this video and subscribe to our channel to continue to sharpen your insights. As always, thanks for watching.